Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth, to you, I say Shalom. This is a Montazar from the Chicago camp coming back at you again with another lesson entitled Inner City Blues, Singing About the Curses. In this thumbnail you have Marvin Gaye, who was a prolific singer-songwriter and who transcended black music with his social commentary album, What's Going On? Okay, so specifically you had a song on that album called Inner City Blues, Makes Me Want to Holler. So Marvin Gaye was singing about the curses, whether he knew it or not. All right, he sang about it, the oppression of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native America. And back then they called them whitey. All right. So this is what he was singing about, the oppression. Today they call it systematic racism. But all of it is of the Lord. All right. Deuteronomy 28:45 reads, Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenedst not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Because thou servest not Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, and for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee. Okay? So that's exactly what Marvin Gaye is singing about. He's singing about the curses that were put on the children of Israel for their disobedience. All right. So now in the song Inner City Blues, Makes Me Want to Holler, Marvin Gaye compares and contrasts space programs and rockets. Okay, so the billions of dollars spent on space programs versus the homelessness. Okay, and people homeless and dying in the street. Okay, so let's take a look at Obadiah 1 and 3. Obadiah 1 verses 3 and 4. Okay, so this is the Lord talking to Edom. If you look at verse 1, okay, verse 3, it says, The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. All right, and we're going to see that the clefts of the rock, he's talking about Mount Seir, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, Who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nests among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. Okay? All right. Did not Esau, doesn't he not have a space program? Is he not trying to set his nests among the stars? Also in the song Inner City Blues, Marvin Gaye talks about the oppressiveness of taxation. Ecclesiastes 7:7 says, Oppression maketh a wise man mad. And he constantly says in the song, This ain't living. Okay? Also, he talks about war and how we're sending our sons off to die. And you can find that in Habakkuk 2 and 5. It says, Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So Esau he has military installations throughout the earth. All right, how many other countries' installations are in America? All right, so Esau is always at war, and you have the disproportionate social economic deprived. That's who you have filling out these ranks, right? These so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right. Either way, nothing has changed. All right. So this song was recorded and released over 50 years ago, and you see no changes. Why? Because they have no changes. Psalms 55, verse 19. And it reads, The Most High shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old, Selah. Because they have no changes, therefore they fear not the Most High. All right? And the Most High is not in all their thoughts. Okay? He's not. So there's a line also in the song where it talks about trigger happy police. All right? And this is an example of the perpetual hatred. The perpetual hatred is spoken about in Ezekiel. We're going to get that. But nothing has changed since George Floyd. All right? So you had the death of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Freddie Gray, Eric Garner, Mike Brown, Tanya Blonde. All right? And now most recently, you have the Jalen Walker incident, which the young man was shot over 60 times after a traffic stop. He didn't kill anybody. It was a traffic stop. And they shot him while he was fleeing or running away. He had no weapon on him. Okay? Meanwhile, in Highland Park, Illinois, you got a silly ass looking Edomite who shoots and kills supposedly 6 people, but his ass makes it to the police station. But that's all right. The day is coming. Let's go to Ezekiel 35. We're going to start at 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus said Yahweh power, Behold, Mount Seir, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, sit thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. So let's see who was in Mount Seir. Genesis 36 and 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. Okay? So Esau, the descendants of Esau, is Edom, the Edomites. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir. Let's go to Isaiah 34. Because the Lord has a sacrifice in Basra. All right. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom. The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yahweh have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. I hope this short lesson, I pray that this short lesson was edifying. Until the next one, Shalom.